think that the challenges and problems of education are fundamental to our information society, and we've got to figure them out. We've got to figure out the value of expertise. We've got to figure out how people are properly rewarded for that expertise. We've got to figure out what the future of the physical university is and of the network university. I tend to be a little skeptical of MOOCs, but they clearly have a role as well. I think when it comes to universities, the biggest problem is that the academics aren't accountable. They're still living in the Middle Ages. Their expertise, their specialization is for the most part irrelevant, especially in the humanities. They have no ability to really teach. And I don't think universities are preparing kids properly for a world of invention and reinvention. They're not preparing kids to be entrepreneurial in their attitude to whatever they're doing, whether it's being a lawyer, a doctor, a writer, a public speaker, an administrator. So I think the universities are 200 or 300 years behind the curve, and unless they begin to understand that, I think they're going to become redundant. More and more parents with kids of my generation are asking the question, why am I going to spend $200,000? What's the point? What's the value? I might as well just give them that cash, and they can go out and do a startup, or go and travel around the world, or go and do whatever they want, but they're going to learn more. So this whole question of educating kids between 18 and 22 for a professional world and then pushing them out into the workforce may have worked in an industrial, sort of professionalized economy. I don't think it works anymore. I'm not in the Peter Thiel camp. I wouldn't pay smart kids not to go to university, but clearly universities are not, they move with glacial speed, if any speed, whereas the rest of the economy is rushing at about 1 million miles an hour. I don't think it's really a technology issue. I think that's the biggest problem. I think it's all too easy to say, oh, give 6-year-olds iPads or introduce MOOCs. I think it's more of a cultural and intellectual issue. I think we have to rethink the idea of education. I think the physical element of education is key. And I fear that the future of education will be the future of so many industries, where you'll still have a high end, you'll still have kids who go to the Harvards and the Princetons and the Yales and the UC Berkeleys. And they'll be the very privileged kids of a network world which we're all part of. And you're going to lose the middle, and then you're going to have a bottom end of free education or bad online education. I'm not against having iPads in classrooms. I'm not against using MOOCs or social networks or other forms of technology. But technology is not the solution.